What's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Power Book to Go Season 4 Theory and Prediction video. And today, I will explain how Kane plans to finally free himself of both Noma and Monet by marrying Noma and then, of course, killing her, sending her to none other than that upper room, thereby acquiring all of her legal assets, as well as seizing control of her drug and arms organization. So I will explain everything Kane is set to gain by marrying Noma, why he will be marrying Noma, as well as the unforeseen problems that will likely arise in the future, as I believe Kane will succeed in some way, but it will lead to him having specific issues in the future, by which we will see him have to face his own spinoff in the future. But likely in whatever new spinoff Tariq and Effie end up in as well, because as we currently know, they will definitely be working together again as we get to the final 3 episodes of this series. And we need to talk about this right now. This video is going to be yet another banger, so go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel so y'all get this fire every day, because this is where you will get the wildest, most creative, and entertaining power theories on the World Wide Web. Also, if you're a power fan or power theory content creator, I have ideas for collaboration videos. I'd also love to give both creators and regular fans on the weekly lives that I do 3 times a week, where we can recap the episodes together and talk everything power. And I will also be doing reviews and breakdowns of other shows and movies as well. And if you want to be a part of that, email me at n.almighty1991@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram at Nate_Almighty_GDA. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. Right now, people, let's break it down like this. Now, when it comes to Kane Tejada, we have probably seen the most growth out of any other character on this show. We seen Kane start from the very green, the very stupid, so jealous, so envious that it caused him to make mistake after mistake after mistake. And that's gone from season 1. Things started changing in season 2 once he met Mecca. We started realizing that his third eye is actually open. So he began to evolve and evolve and evolve. We've seen him be able to wear different hats, so to speak, and step into different characters when it's time to get the job done. Most recently with him becoming a cop in order to help Braden and Effie, in which he also referred to himself as Officer Ramirez. And y'all best believe some blowback will come from that, right? Because you're playing with cops. But like I said, we've seen him evolve and evolve and evolve. And when we get to episode 7, where he figured out himself before anyone else that Noma and Mecca were not actually in love, but more Mecca was like Noma's indentured servant. And they were going to get married in order for Noma to have legal anonymity within America. Kane figures this out. Kane says, okay, I know you wasn't going to marry Mecca out of love, so how about you marry me? Now, what we're looking at is someone who's in the middle of developing a master plan. We talking about Kane, who may end up becoming the MVP of this entire season. By the way, once the season is over, I'm going to do an episode regarding the MVP. So we're talking about number 1 and the runner-up, right? But as we can see, Kane clearly wants to marry Noma, and we know it's not for love. He knows that Noma does not love him and views him as a dude boy and just the accessible penis when she wants to get off. So I'm going to explain exactly why Kane wants to marry Noma, kill her, and take everything. Okay? First, I'm going to name the advantages that he will gain after killing Noma, after she is married. And that's if he gets to take it that far. First, we're talking about the legal assets. Whatever legal assets that are tied to her name, we're talking about properties, that she owns in America that's not under her name right now, but will officially go under her name once the marriage is settled. We're also talking about potential properties and assets outside of America. We're talking about in London. We're talking about in Africa, right? A bunch of things that Kane might not even know that he has access to yet. Those are legal assets. And when we talk about being in charge of the illegal things that Noma has going on, okay? Now we're talking about the drugs, the guns, right? Her being someone who, being that he's technically Noma's number 2, technically, that means that when it comes to arranging drug deals and what to do with the guns and everything, people will look to Kane in order to take care of that. So we're talking about someone like Kane who would make a crazy, crazy, crazy jump from just being a corner boy to just being an enforcer to Monet to going to being an enforcer for Noma and then getting Noma out the way. And it's like, he's like Anna Nicole Smith when Anna Nicole Smith got the old white dude, right? To add her to the wheel right before the old white dude died. And now she came up. We talking about Kane coming up on a level that has not been seen before. And he knows exactly what he's doing, right? And he probably stumbled upon the marriage thing. I mean, we'll see if he started thinking about the marriage thing way before he slept with Noma, or was he sleeping with Noma and then he started figuring out the marriage thing between her and Mecca and why they may have been doing that, right? We're gonna find out all about this as we can see that Kane's plan is already well underway. But the only question is will he be able to do it before Noma is killed? Because definitely Noma will die by the end of the season. Because now you got the Tejadas, Tariq, you got Kane and Effie who want to get rid of her behind Noma's back. There's a lot to do. And now what I want to talk to, as well as him being able to gain the assets that Noma has, as well as him being able to take over the drug operation, we also have him, this is the best way and the most for sure way for him to protect Effie and retire Effie from the game. Effie, who feels like she wants to retire right now after being in the heat of a gun battle between the Russians and police. But in all due reality, we know she's gonna be forced back into the game, right? We all know this. They don't know it right now, but she will be forced back into the game. But in Kane's eyes, this is a surefire way. The best way to make sure that she's out of the game is for him to control the person who's controlling her, or get rid of the person who's controlling her, get her off of the chessboard. Then he will be the boss and he could say, here, go retire. I'm gonna give you this money, pay yourself through school so you ain't never gotta worry about tuition fees again. There you go. We can live happily ever after. You could be my wife and blah, 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 blah. A bunch of things that's not going to work out for Kane because this is power and love just don't work. You niggas ain't going to get it. And next, which he cares about, I was going to say he cares about less than saving Effie, but let's be real. Monet is the number one woman in his life. No matter what aggression, no matter what animosity, he has her way. So with him marrying Noma and then getting Noma out of the way, he could save Monet. He could retire Monet if Monet's willing to retire, because she said she wanted to retire all last season, right? He could retire Monet. He could say, yo, listen, get out of the game, take this money, go. He could do the same thing with Diana. And he could have been able to help Drew with art school or whatever the hell. But we know Drew has become a rat. He's working with the police. He will die by the end of this season. We all know that. These are all of the things that Kane will be able to accomplish. But wait, there's more. Now here is some things that are overlooked that will come with Kane marrying Noma and then killing Noma and then gaining control of what she has. You got two major things that Kane will have to deal with, and he will at least have to address it before the thing with Noma even gets dealt with. And that's one, Anya. And that's two, Noma's brother, who just may be the real plug. But the fact that he was mentioned means that he will pop up. And I don't think this is gonna be a thing where we waiting 3-4 years for Breeze and D-Wiz brother to show up. I think that this guy will be the big bad of whatever new spinoff Kane, Tariq, and Effie are in. By the way, I'm going to make a video of who will be a part of the main cast for the new Power spinoff that will include Tariq, Effie, and Kane, as well as the plot of things that will be going on or what we can assume just may go on based off of where we currently at in the story. But like I said, you have Anya, who is Noma's daughter. So that means something happens to Noma, that means Anya automatically is granted everything. Most things at least, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's if Noma is actually killed. So that means Anya would be in control of a lot of things. Now, when it comes to the drug operation, probably not. There's a lot of other things that have to do with that. But when it comes to properties and things like that, when it comes to Nigeria, UK, America, all of those things will go in Kane's pocket. That will go in Kane's pocket, okay? Right? Now, when it comes to Noma's brother, well, first, when we talk about Anya, unfortunately, we're likely going to see Anya die by the end of the season as well. I have some thoughts and theories on that, but I think it's too early. I think we need to see Anya at least a little bit more in one more episode before I start dropping those videos, because every time she's on the scene, you know, important things get said. We get to see something important, you feel me? So that's Anya. And then when it comes to Noma's brother, right? Noma's brother is going to be somebody who's extremely dangerous. You see Noma putting blades to people's neck, cutting people's faces, cutting people's arms off. I think we're going to come to find out that she learned to be that aggressive by her big brother. And I'm saying big brother, not little brother. Not little brother, right? I think he's going to pop up and he's going to be a big bad. And he's probably the first person who Tariq, Effie, and Kane, as well as other people who I'm going to name in another video, will have to deal with going into whatever new spinoff that we have in 2026, likely. But these are the reasons why Kane wants to and will marry Noma just to kill her off. And these are also the issues that he will face. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an angel. That's on the dome, nigga.